Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Hope you are learning, studying properly, whatever the videos are provided to you. Come on, today we will begin with our social science and we are going to learn the lesson number 3, which is our Indian Constitution. This is the first video where you will learn about Indian Constitution. Now, in the chapter, we can see that Haley, Priyanshi, and Sachin are watching the final match of the World Cup of 2011 on a television. This I am showing you the pages from the textbook. If you have got the textbook, you can refer that. If you don't have, doesn't matter. You can pay attention what is going on in the video. So here three children are there who are watching a World Cup match. Okay, with their parents. An exciting match is going on between India and Sri Lanka. Who will win the World Cup, India or Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka had put a challenging target for India to achieve. But the fearless batting of the Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni, India won the World Cup. Everyone was rejoicing in victory. Haley said to her mother while watching TV, Mummy, the previous match between England and India resulted in a tie. What does that mean? Neeta Bain, that must be the mother of Haley, she said, Haley, for a popular game like cricket, the ICC, that is Indian ICC means the International Cricket Council. So, ICC has systematically formed some rules. A tie in a match means both the teams have an equal score. Even the games like football, hockey, kabaddi, etc. have their own set of rules. So you also must be playing many games in the school as well as at your home, and you know that there are several rules which we have to follow while playing those games. So here also the mother explains that ICC has formed certain rules which are to be followed, okay, when they are playing any game, any outdoor game. If a game has so many rules, then to run the administration of a populous nation, we surely require well-framed rules. So you understand? It is just a game. Still, the mother says that there are several rules for any game to be played. You also must be knowing this, right? So in the same way, our country also, it is such a large nation with so many, people living in it, as well as many, we can say, caste, sections, etc. are there in our country. So, to run such a big country, such a huge country, we also need a set of rules, okay, to run the administration of our nation. So, what are those rules? We will come to know in this chapter. See in the portion which is given at the center of the page, we can see we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign socialist republic and to secure all its citizens. Now, first of all, let's understand what are these words. Sovereign means a supreme ruler or a very powerful ruler. Now, what do you understand by socialist? Socialist means people or person who follow socialism or who practice socialism. That means where whole of the nation or each individual of the nation, each citizen of the nation is responsible for the whole nation. Then what is the meaning of secular? Secular means all the sects, all the castes. You understand the meaning of caste? Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sikh. So there are several such castes which are followed in our country. All castes are given equal rights. There is no distinguish, no difference or no bias being done in our country on the basis of caste or sect. That is called a secular nation, democratic. The simple example of democratic is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, wherein the government, okay, which is of the people, that means which is we can say formed by the people, of the people, it is working for the people. So by the people, for the people, and from amongst us only, the government or the administrative staff is chosen. Okay, we citizens of India, we vote for our whatever higher authorities, higher dignitaries are there, we vote for them and we choose them. So that's called a democratic country. Okay, then republic. What is the meaning of republic? That means the elections which are held in our country. Every 5 years, Lok Sabha elections are held, and we, the people of India, we choose the representative. Whether it is a chief minister, prime minister, whosoever, any minister it is, we choose them. Okay, we give our precious vote to them so that they can, give us proper, they can rule our country, proper administration can be carried out in our country. So that's called a republic. Also, it is republic means the it is not inherited, the throne or the prime ministership, the chief ministership. It is not inherited. Inherited means it is not transferred from father to a son directly. As you must be knowing, in the olden days, the king's son or the prince, he used to inherit the throne of the king. That means राजा के बाद उसका बेटा ही राजा बनता था. Okay, so that is not republic. Republic is in which, in the country we are living. Okay, here it is not necessary that the prime minister's son only will come to the throne or be the prime minister himself. Okay, so we have the right to choose the representative to administer our country. That's called republic. And so republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political. That means the constitution has got all these amendments or all these rules. Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. We have got all these liberties of thought. Whatever we want, we can think. We have got the freedom. Liberty means freedom of expression, to express our views, to believe whatever we wish, to have a faith in any of our deity, any of the god, and worship any god we want. Equality of status and of opportunity. So it is our choice. Okay, to get it is our freedom. It is our right to get the equality of status. Whatever opportunity is given to one citizen of India should be given to the other citizen as well, whichever caste he belongs to, whichever gender he or she is, and to promote among them all. Fraternity, assuring the dignity. Fraternity means brotherhood, which assures the dignity, that is self-respect of the individual, and the unity and integrity of the nation. That means the nation's unity also should be taken care of by the citizens of India. So, in our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Okay, so you understood these are the different rules which are followed by our Constitution. This is just a outlook. There is a very large Constitution. You can understand set of rules will be very large. In the next video, we will study these chapter further and about the Constitution. Till that time, thank you so much everyone, and we will discuss further in the next video. Thank you. Goodbye.